Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we are doing a product preview on the Heco INC 802 in-ceiling speaker. This is an 8-inch two-way in-ceiling speaker. So this is the big gun. The 8's certainly a very serious in-ceiling speaker. If you can get them in and you can go down that road, definitely worth doing. Now, if you haven't heard of Heco, they've been around for 50 years. They're a high-end audiophile speaker brand from Germany, and they're very well respected in the industry as one of the better high-end speakers, and they make some beautiful sounding products. So if you're looking for something a little special in the roof, then you're certainly not going to go wrong with some Heco. And again, it's very affordable gear. All the stuff that we've been looking at hasn't been very expensive. So I'll give you an example. This 8-inch here is around about the $499 each for this part of the market. And again, for what you're getting, that's a lot of sound for the money spent. And again, that price will variate depending on where you live in the world. So it just gives you a guide at least. And again, for an audiophile high-end brand, that's very reasonable. And the sound that they produce is just absolutely fantastic. So we'll just quickly go through some of the key things about this. Of course, they've got a slight coating on so they're okay in kitchens and bathrooms and stuff like that. But seriously, not too many people are going to be putting an 8-inch in their bathroom, but if they want to, that would be pretty awesome. And they use a soft dome fabric tweeter. And of course, you can see when we see, and they're using the drivers, that the technology that they've got in their home audio, their high-end home audio, has been transported across into this in-ceiling range. So we've got we'll just go through. You've got a 25mm tweeter, a 200mm woofer. You've also dealing with a 120 RMS with a 200 watt max, 91 dB, 4 ohms, 32 to 32. 1000 hertz. Again, you can tell by those numbers that's a very good result. You can find that that's going to be very musical, and you get the right environment in that roof. It's going to sound amazing. You've got 30 through to 180 watts as the recommended amplifier for that. And let's take a look. So as I said, this is a big speaker, so we'll hold it at a distance so you can see it. But the cool thing, as I said on the 602, and I love this, is you've got the tweeter plus, tweeter negative, and on the upper side here, if you can see, you've got mid-range plus and mid-range negative. Now, you can tell that's an audiophile and high-end type thinking. What they're saying to you there is if you put them in the ceiling and you find they're a little bit bright, you can take them back. If they're not bright enough, you can turn them up. If you find the voices are just a bit too loud, or you just like the voices a little bit less, you can just go minus on that. If the voices aren't loud enough, you can hit the plus and bring that up. And again, all done. You don't have to take the speaker back out of the roof to do so. It's all done just by removing the grill. Flick the switch, have a listen. Once you've got the sound right, then you can put the grill back on. Really love that. I've got to be honest, as an installer, I think that's fantastic. The tweeter is also, as I mentioned, you can push it to whatever direction. So if it's in a corner, you can angle the tweeters away. If it's and this can be used as a front, left, center, rear. So you could buy 5 of these and put a 5.1 system together with a sub on the ground. You can run 2 speakers in a sub, 2 alone, 4 multiple rooms. This speaker is very versatile, and I think having those switches means that each person's room, if a certain person wants a bit of brightness, they can turn theirs up. Another room wants the tweeters down and the mid-range up. Each room can be set to its own individual taste without having to adjust anything at the master. It can be done at the room side, and I think that is a fantastic feature. So good on you, Heco. 10 out of 10 for the INC 802 and the 602 that have that switch. I haven't seen that. It's not very common, and I think what a great thing to do. And I like how you can individualize that for the room. So if you've got sound kids in the home, or even in your master bedroom, and you've got a couple of rooms, you want to just variate that sound, you can, and you can do it specifically for the room that you're actually dealing with. I think it's really a great feature. Now, the other thing is we've also got the grill. As I said, it is paintable, and that just clicks into here nice and easy. And again, remember to use a panel beater or something. It's going to be a very fine mist. The last thing you want to do is end up blocking the grill off so there's no sound. And of course, this could be painted as well. But 99% of the time, in-ceiling speakers, you can get away with them just going straight in. Most roofs are either in whites or like and off-white, those sorts of colours, it's not going to matter. And sometimes white looks nice against variated colours anyway. So again, you've got the option to do so, but regardless, it's still going to look good. You've also, remembering with the grill, you've got that little goo stuff, not to throw that away when you unpack the box. That's to hold the grill in. And of course, as I said, to get to those settings, they provide you a little hook. And you can see there, and that just goes into, so you can get the grill out. And again, you do get a template. So if you are doing it yourself, there's your template, and it's also got the paint shield. So you'll need to give this template to whoever's doing the painting. If you're going to have a crack at it yourself and you've got a sort of an airbrush set up, that'd probably be the way to do it. If you'd like more information about these Heco INC 802s, you go onto hifihq.co.nz for New Zealand or hifihq.com.au for Australia. If you're outside those zones, just Google Heco speakers and you'll find the German website. I hope today's preview has been informative and has helped you. And again, thank you for tuning into AB Sound Advice.